Hey, Heather Audrey Lapier here of Hal Makeup Artistry. It is September and I am so excited because autumn is my favorite season. I love fall fashion, fall makeup, fall everything. I was actually having a conversation with some girls the other night and we were talking about how much we love pumpkin spice everything. So I'm really excited about all the things that fall has to bring. So it's not quite fall temperatures here yet, but I'm going to play around with some fall colors for this makeup look that I'm going to be creating today. So what I'm going to do today is play around with some fall trends with makeup that I have in my kit. I haven't really purchased anything new for fall yet, but when I do, I will definitely be putting a video together for that. But right now I'm just going to be working with what I have in my kit. So I hope this inspires you to play with some makeup that you have, the colors, and maybe some techniques with some products that you have in your kit that are going to take you into the beginning of fall until you have a chance to maybe add some more, like a new lipstick or a new eyeshadow, new blush to your collection for fall. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know that you like it. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel so that we can stay in touch and you can stay in the loop. I post a new video once a week, whether it be makeup artistry or just stories about my life. So if you subscribe to my channel, then you can stay up to date on that. And I would just love to keep in touch with you and hear from you. And that's what this is all about, building new relationships and getting to know each other a little bit better. So let's get started on this fall-inspired makeup look. I'm starting with my Arbonne primer. I'm doing about a pump and a half and I'm smoothing this all over my skin. My skin has been feeling a little bit dry this week and I'm going to probably be playing outside and it's still hot, so this primer is going to help to keep my makeup on all day. It's going to add a little bit more hydration to my skin and it's also going to smooth out the surface. So it's going to give my foundation a really nice, smooth, beautiful finish to it. I'm using Perfect Liquid Foundation from Arbonne as well, and I'm using my Sephora stippling brush to put this all over my face. And I really love this foundation, has great coverage to it. And again, it's hydrating as well. Like I said, my skin's been feeling a little bit parched. I've probably been drinking too much coffee and then the sun and being outside so much. I go right over my eyelids with that to really give my skin a full, even finish. So a technique that I'm going to try out today that I'm going to probably wear a lot in the fall is something called baking, and it just takes contouring and highlighting to a different level. So I have tried this a couple times before and it really does make a difference in giving you a super set contour and highlight. So again, because I'm going to be outside today, this is going to be really ideal. For outdoor weddings, I would definitely do this technique because it's going to give you so much definition in the bright sunlight, so that when you're having your photo taken, it's really going to show your definition in your face. So what I'm going to be using for my contour and highlight today are loose powders, because with baking you want to have a whole bunch of powder essentially sitting on your face and you're going to let that set and then we're going to brush it off and blend it away. So I'm using a light porcelain Carol Baker Visage loose translucent powder, and I'm also going to be using nude. So porcelain is one shade lighter than my skin tone right now, and nude is like a shade or two darker than my skin tone. So you want to choose loose translucent powders, or you could use pressed powders, but I'm going to go with loose because I think it's going to be easier to work with for this technique. I have two brushes that I use for contouring and highlighting, and I kind of have designated these. The one is for light and the other one is for dark. I get excited about contouring and highlighting because it takes time and I don't always have a lot of time, so I don't get to do it that often, but I love the way that it looks. So when I'm filming, it's considered work for me to film, and so Tyler's with Luke right now. They're just hanging out downstairs, but I'm like, whenever I can contour and highlight for the day, I'm doing it because it looks so good. Once you start contouring and highlighting, you're not going back because you're going to be like, boom, where'd those cheekbones come from? And other people might be thinking the same thing too. And then when you don't contour and highlight, they're going to be like, where'd those cheekbones go? And you're going to be thinking the same thing as well. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, back to makeup application. It also takes me forever when I'm doing a makeup tutorial video to film everything because I get chatty like that. And I'm just hanging out with myself, you know, I'm just chatting with myself. And this is what happens. I just get on a ramble. I'm gonna start with my highlight, and you want to have a lot of powder on your brush. I don't know if you can see that. What I'm gonna do is press this into the areas that I wanna highlight and just start kind of packing that on. I apply my highlight to the high points of my face, so above my cheekbones, down the center of my chin, forehead, nose, and upper lip, and then my contour creates definition, so I apply that underneath my cheekbones and along the sides of my forehead and top of my forehead. The baking part of this technique is letting this loose translucent powder, this powder that we've packed on, sit on our face while we do other things. Basically what happens is the powder sets in. It has an opportunity to mix with your skin, with the natural oils, with the heat coming from your skin, and it's really going to set the pigments to your skin. So while this is setting, I'm going to start working on my eyes. As per usual, I am framing my eyes first with my brow color. One thing that I think of when I think of fall makeup is a lot of pigment, a lot of color, and a lot of intensity. So when I'm doing my eyeshadow in the fall and in the winter, I really want the pigment of my shadows to show up. So I often start with a shadow base. So I'm just going to apply Shadow Magnet all over my lid. This will absorb oil, it will even out skin tone, and when I apply shadows, it's really going to grab the color and make it show up beautifully. I'm starting with Peach Smoothie all over the lid, lash line, from the lash line up to the brow. I'm going to go all over my lid with a dark brown. This one is Mocha from Makeup Geek, and I'm using my flat shadow brush to apply this. And I'm going to put this from my lash line to my crease. I like to use my flat shadow brush to pack this onto my lid so that I can get really great concentrated color in a specific area. Next I'm using Bitten from Makeup Geek, and this is going to go in my crease. I'm going to be doing a lot of blending. We're going to be working the colors together. So I'm starting this one in my crease just above the brown that I started with, and going back and forth. I'm using a round shadow brush to blend this, and then I start to go down onto the lid and then bring it up a bit. I don't really want to see a whole lot of definition between all of the colors. I want it to be really nice and blended. To intensify the crease, I'm going in with Burlesque, which is very, it's a little bit deeper than Bitten, which is the crease color that I just used, and it has a little bit of a shimmer to it, or a frost. So we're going to focus this one more in the corner here, just to intensify the crease. I'm going to use a very small amount of Corrupt, which is a black from Makeup Geek as well. So yeah, all the eyeshadows that I'm using today are Makeup Geek. So I'm just using a really tiny, tiny amount. We're just going right in the crease and then down in the corner here. And then we just want to keep blending. I have people tell me that they're like, that they, you know, they think, oh, I look like I have black eye. I think when they try to do more dramatic looks, I think the key is to just keep blending and don't give up. Like, don't feel like, obviously this right now doesn't look good. You need to keep blending, and then you need to clean up at the end, which is what we're going to do. We're going to clean up. And we're going to start blending underneath the brow. So I'm using Shimma Shimma. So this is where my highlight is coming in, my little bit of shimmer. And so I start underneath the brow with my highlighter, and then I take it down. So we're blending with our crease colors. And I'm just going to use tissue and start cleaning this up. Then we're going to go back with that round blending shadow brush that we're using for the crease. And we're going to start to be a little bit more specific with our application here. And I'm just working with what's on the brush. So this is looking really good to me. I'm really liking this. We're on the right track here, people. I think we're ready for some eyeliner. Brown eyeliner. We're going to use some brown eyeliner, and we're going to apply this all the way across the top lash line, as close to the lashes as possible. Then we're going to go all the way across the bottom lash line. Then we're going to go in the waterline, and then we're going to go in the waterline on the top. The way I do this is I close my eye on the crayon and just kind of press the crayon up above. I press the crayon into my waterline on the top and then press my eyelid into the crayon. I'm sure it looks like I'm coloring my eyeball. Then I'm going to take the brush that I was using to blend my crease, and I'm going to smudge the bottom lash line. I haven't added any shadow to this, so again, we're just working with what's on the brush and with the eyeliner that I've just applied. So I'm just going to vary, like, just back and forth all the way along the bottom, just smudging it. Arbonne mascara, which I am loving. It is a beautiful mascara. The eyes are pretty much good. Once I have my mascara on, I then go back once more and do more blending, so I'm probably going to do that. I like to let my mascara dry so I don't mess that up before I go back in with the blending, but I'm probably, again, just going to use my crease brush and a little bit of Bitten probably, and go back and blend it a little bit more because I'm obsessed with blending. I have an issue. Now I think I'm ready to soften my contour and highlight. I have been baking now the whole time that I've been doing my eyes, which has been about 25-30 minutes. So I think I've baked long enough. I'm going to use my powder brush to blend out my highlight, and I'm going to use my contour brush to blend out my contour. These brushes are bigger than the application brushes that I used because I really want to blend this out and blend all the edges together. Blend on. So we're just sweeping it away to reveal this beautiful color, beautiful definition. Ooh, I'm excited. Wow. Oh, wow. Wow, this just looks like flawless. I am really, really happy with the way that this technique turned out today. For my lips, I'm going to start with my Naked Liner from Carol Baker Visage. I'm going to be doing a red lip. I don't have a lip liner that perfectly matches that red color, so whenever that happens for me, I go for my Naked Liner. So if you're ever wanting to add a liner to a lip liner to your makeup collection, I highly recommend going with a naked or nude color, and then you can normally make that work with many different lipstick colors. When I apply lip liner, I normally color in the entire lip area because it creates a base for the lipstick and it helps the lipstick to stay on longer throughout the day. The color I chose for my lips today is a red with pink undertones, so it's going to match my eye colors really nicely. And as I was saying, I love deep, rich colors for the fall, and this color is exactly that. The final touch on this look is blush. I'm using Dusty Rose from Arbonne. I have talked about this blush in some other videos. This is my go-to blush right now. This color is amazing for so many different skin tones. It just gives you a really nice, natural, flushed look, and I love it because it goes with tons of lip colors. I normally try to match my blush to my lip color. It works with reds, it works with pinks, it works with plums on your lips. So really, if you're, again, like talking about staple pieces for your makeup kit, this blush is a staple. I have used it on so many people. This look is one that I would wear to Thanksgiving dinner with my family, or the fall fair, Anything fall season, special occasions, this is going to be a look that I'm going to be going for. Bold colors on my lips, darker around the eyes, and definition in my face so that I'm looking sculpted in all of my family photographs this fall season. I'm so glad that you decided to hang out with me and watch this makeup tutorial. I hope you learned some new techniques. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, share your comments below. I would love to hear from you, and please subscribe to my channel. I will see you next time, and thanks again for watching. Have a great day.